Well guys, it's official. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is an actual official thing. An L for the haters and all the people who thought that this wasn't going to be a Xenoverse 3, but regardless, it is here. But of course there are some things that were not shown in the trailer or told after the trailer that some of you people who stick on YouTube only may not know about. So let's get into the new reveals and info regarding Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. First of all, we have new HD images that were from some of the websites, so let's take a look at it. I noticed this woman with the pointy ears. It's possible we might be able to play as demons, whether it's demon men or woman in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 as like a custom character race. With Dragon Ball DAIMA and their established continuity and all that, wouldn't really surprise me, but it's just something to take note of. Now, this of course shows off the official Dragon Ball Z3 website, but it doesn't really show much. So let's get into the description of what the websites or some of the websites specifically say. So here it says, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is a completely new Dragon Ball experience, where you decide the hero you want to be in an unexplored Dragon Ball world. Age 1000, a whole new world. Anyway, step into a brand new future Dragon Ball universe filled with unique original characters brought to life by Akira Toriyama, the original author of Dragon Ball. In Age 1000, journey through developed and vibrant West City, explore the bustling city, encounter characters, and uncover new stories. Take your place in the story and experience what awaits in West City. Guided into the ranks of the Great Saiyan Squad, you fight alongside allies as events there begin to take shape. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 delivers an action-adventure experience packed with intense battles and extensive character customization options. In Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, the world of Dragon Ball continues to expand. Now, mature content description. Oh boy. The developers describe the content like this. Fantasy violence is present throughout the game, with characters engaging in combat using energy-based attacks, CQC, and weapons. Players may also encounter mild profanity, revealing outfits, and crude humor during gameplay. Okay, standard stuff. Not really much there. On the Xbox website itself, it mentions that there is a teen rating. As of now, I would not put any stock into that, just because it could always be a placeholder. You don't really know if it's going to be a teen rated or not. Well, honestly, 99% chance it's going to be a teen rating, but they didn't. But the official Bandai Namco website itself doesn't say that. So honestly, logic says it's going to be a T for T rating. But officially, it's not confirmed yet on their website. In addition to be able to buy it on Steam or the PlayStation or Xbox websites, the game is now officially on Amazon for pre-order. So if you want to pre-order for $70 right now, well, now you have the chance. Now, of course, let's get into the characters that were kind of shown. Playable character. Now, take note that the producer specifically did not reveal the name of what this official character is. So all that John 1000 is fucking garbage. I don't know why I have to see these stupid 12-year-old, 14-year-old types of humor regarding this. It's just so annoying. It's like so annoying. But anyway, we have this character as well. I believe we don't know what the name of her is either. Again, you've seen a few memes and it's like my intelligence, my brain just degrades every time I see comments like this. Anyway, let's look at this. This is Bulma sporting a different look. Yeah, she looks nice. Can't believe I'm saying this about fucking Bulma, but yeah, she looks nice in this game. Absolutely. Now let's look at what other things. So Brett is like one of the other main characters that were shown. Seems to be a human, I guess, just because of no tail, or maybe he will transform. I don't really know. Maybe he's just an Earthling / human, or maybe he's a Saiyan. Honestly, just pick it as Earthling for now, unless said otherwise, but maybe it will be. Now, of course, there was an interview with Ioku and with the producer of the Dragon Ball game. So it says, first off, Ioku, what exactly is Age 1000? It's mentioned that they asked Akira Toriyama to pretty much imagine the future of Dragon Ball in Age 1000, and that's pretty much what Akira Toriyama did. So he, at least at the time, played the foundation of what Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is going to be about in terms of the city and the characters, illustrations, and kind of like some of the concepts. They said by receiving so many settings and characters from Toriyama Sensei, it makes Xenoverse 3 a game that can be enjoyed for a very long time. So before his death, what I imagined is that the publishers / developers, they were kind of like working with Akira Toriyama to pretty much kind of like get some guidance of what he pretty much wanted, and then they just executed it. They just executed the city, some of the quality of life, and all that stuff. And of course, he had an input. I don't know how big or how small, because I'm not there internally, but apparently he had an input on some of the characters that are going to be in this game. So yeah. Another thing to note is that this guy is pretty much the custom character that you, the player, will be able to play in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. And of course, he's mute, which pretty much makes sense. It says the theme is that the main character is always the player themselves. So the character we showed, like Kidamaratsu, is the one that's shown in the trailers. Now, what I'm wondering is, are we gonna only be able to play as him in the story mode? Or are we going to be able to play as our own characters in the story mode? This is where things get a little bit interesting, because like, I'm trying to think for a moment. There are screenshots, animated screenshots of this character shown, but there are moments where he looks like CGI and all that stuff. So, and of course him being mute. So it's like you're having this animated trailer, animated scenes for this character designed by Akira Toriyama. So they went through the effort of having him designed by Akira Toriyama. So it makes me wonder how the story mode aspect is going to be handled. Like, of course, it's Xenoverse 3, it's Xenoverse series in general. Custom characters will obviously be in the game, but what I'm wondering is, will you only be able to play as him, or will you be able to play as like your custom character, and then you're gonna find some way to be in some of the CGI scenes like with Brett? Or is it gonna be a case where you create your character and then you fight alongside this guy and Brett? I don't know. It's really hard to say right now. I want to look for more information. I want to wait and see for more information. All right, so I don't know what the hell I was under last night or yesterday, but of course you're going to be able to play as your own CAC in the story mode. That's probably why they have the CG cutscenes in general, or the CG type of look. Whatever you call it, CG or whatever, the type of graphical style. It's clear that if you look at the trailer, it kind of like shows off what graphical style the game is going to be in outside of the anime cutscenes. The only thing that was confusing me at first was the whole CAC and the anime type of cutscene that we had on several months ago, but chances are maybe that was just for the trailer itself or whatever. The point is, we're obviously going to be play as our custom character in the actual story mode, and you probably won't really have to be restricted to this character. The only thing that does throw me off is the actual the animated picture with your CAC, but I don't think it really goes deeper than that. So yeah, this is kind of like a retcon of my previous speculation. You're going to be able to play as your CAC in the story mode. And anyone who says or otherwise that you can't play as your custom character in the fucking game of Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a fucking moron. And I'm surrounded by them. So overall, as per usual, the developers are being very, very vague about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 to the point where they don't even want to reveal the names of the characters yet. We'll be in an official new city. We'll have new characters, new story mode stuff, new online aspects and RPG elements. And they're pretty much kind of like promoting this game to where it's like, hey, Akira Toriyama had a part in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 and we're in a new city and it's a new world and a new life. And yeah, I mean, they're making changes. I'll tell you that much. They're definitely making changes for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. How good those changes will be, I guess we'll find out eventually.